If you identified your pain pattern matches up with doing the gut smash, first thing you need to know, this tool falls outside of our original set. Super cheap to do. This is a kickball, okay? You could also get like a kid's ball. This got rubbery texture. It's about this size, so probably like women's basketball, something in that zone. But the grippy texture does phenomenal work. So when you do this on your own, ideally you're gonna get the ball right on your skin, because then as you start to move and expand through your breath, that grippy texture is able to help you kind of shear away some layers there that can be really impactful. All right, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with the ball here. I'm gonna show you this in this position so you can understand, because it's gonna be harder to see when I'm laying down. But the rib angle is right here, okay? And the ball is gonna go right into that soft pocket, right under your sternum, okay? And it's gonna fill that whole space. Now, when I say bias right or bias left, what I mean is following the line of the ribs down to where you're gonna be more to the right, or following the line of the ribs down and you're gonna be more to the left, okay? Because you might have more stiffness right or more stiffness left, or if you feel like it's pretty symmetrical, you might just work right in the middle, and that's okay. Then when I say move to the lower position, you have the pubis bone that's right here, probably 4 or 5 inches below your belly button, and you're gonna move the ball down until it's sitting on top of the pubic bone, okay? So here it's just below the ribs, here it's just above the pubic bone, and you can still roll to the right. So we've got the hip bone here. You can bias right or bias left, okay? So now that you got that locked in, the goal here is to lay on it, and it's gonna take you a minute, but what you need to do is take a deep breath in, fill up the rib cage, fill up the diaphragm, fill up the abdominals, and then slow breath out. And as you slow breath out, you need to be thinking about just melting over that ball and letting it start to press in. It can be very uncomfortable, and that's okay. You're just gonna take 20 breaths right here, okay? Probably gonna feel your heartbeat on the ball. It's a good deep pressure. Now, if you feel like you need to bias to the right, you're just gonna roll over and follow that line of the ribs, okay? So I've got some interesting stiff spots here, but you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna fill the torso full of air. Just do your breathing, okay? Similarly, you could bias left and do that there, right? The lower position, you're just gonna move your body forwards until you're pressing. You'll feel it right on top of the pubic bone. And then you're gonna do same thing, just breaths right here, 10, 15, 20 breaths. If you feel like you need to, you can start to bias over towards this side of the hip, okay, and take breaths there. Similarly, you could bias over to the left just a bit and take your breaths there. Whatever you need to do to potentially recreate your pain, but just get into the stiff spots and start working those out through nice, big, slow breaths, and let your body just sink and melt into the ball to get rid of some trigger points in the abdominals and start to expand the fascia there that can be kind of locked up and bound down and creating some of your pain. We'll see you later.